Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of classic American muscle, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the legendary cars that defined the 1960s, an era where style, power, and performance reigned supreme. These iconic machines were more than just cars, they were a statement of freedom, rebellion, and innovation. From high school dreams to Hollywood chase scenes, these cars shaped a generation and left tire marks on the soul of an entire country. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's take a trip down memory lane, because we're about to celebrate the 10 classic American cars that didn't just define the 1960s, they helped define America. First up, we've got one of the most iconic American cars of all time, the 1964 Ford Mustang. This wasn't just a car, it was a cultural explosion. When it debuted at the 1964 World's Fair, it didn't just turn heads, it dropped jaws. Within the first year, Ford sold over 400,000 units, and a legend was born. It redefined what a pony car should be: compact, affordable, powerful, and endlessly customizable. Whether you wanted a smooth cruiser or a street-ready beast, the Mustang gave you the power to choose. With its long hood, short deck, and aggressive stance, it looked fast even when parked. Under the hood? Pure adrenaline. From the base inline-six to the roaring V8s, this car brought muscle to the masses. It wasn't just about speed, it was about freedom. For young drivers in the 60s, owning a Mustang meant independence, confidence, and living life in the fast lane. Whether you were rolling down Main Street or ripping through Route 66, the Mustang wasn't just a ride, it was a statement. And that legacy? It's still burning rubber today. Next, let's talk about the fierce competition to the Mustang, the 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. This beauty is all about performance. It was built to challenge the big dogs and give drivers the thrill of speed. With its aggressive look and that V8 engine roaring under the hood, the Camaro quickly became a symbol of muscle car supremacy. This wasn't just a response to the pony car craze, it was a declaration of war from Chevrolet. The '69 Camaro came out swinging with bold styling, a wide stance, and pure muscle in its DNA. It wasn't just about looking fast, it was fast. With a lineup of engine options that included the monstrous 396 big block V8, the Camaro was built to dominate both the streets and the drag strip. Whether you picked the base model or the legendary Z28 or SS trims, you were guaranteed performance that thrilled. But the Camaro didn't stop at power, it had attitude. The sharp lines, cowl induction hoods, hideaway headlights, and rally stripes gave it that no-nonsense, Street Fighter vibe that muscle car lovers still worship to this day. It became a symbol of rebellion, youth, and raw American engineering. You didn't just drive a Camaro, you commanded it. And for those lucky enough to sit behind the wheel in 1969, it was more than a car, it was a lifestyle. A car so ahead of its time, it didn't just turn heads, it redefined what an American sports car could be. With its now legendary split rear window, a design element that would become one of the most iconic and rare features in automotive history, the Sting Ray wasn't just built, it was sculpted. Every curve was intentional. Every line screamed speed. It was elegant, futuristic, and aggressive all at once. The '63 Sting Ray was the perfect blend of form and function, a beautiful beast built to dominate both road and track. But don't let the good looks fool you, this car had serious bite. Under the hood, it packed a potent small block V8 capable of up to 360 horsepower. And thanks to its all-new independent rear suspension, the Sting Ray handled like a dream. It was nimble, responsive, and razor-sharp, a true driver's car that could take on Europe's finest without breaking a sweat. For many, the 1963 Corvette Sting Ray wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of American innovation, ambition, and engineering excellence. A masterpiece that proved America could do luxury and performance, and do it better than anyone else. Now, if you're into muscle, you probably know the 1967 Pontiac GTO. This car practically invented the term muscle car, with its big block V8 and aggressive styling. When it debuted, it wasn't just fast, it was mean, and it made sure everyone knew it. It's no wonder the GTO is still revered today as one of the kings of muscle. The car that many say started it all. This beast didn't just roll onto the scene, it roared in and changed the game forever. The GTO practically invented the term muscle car, and once it hit the streets, nothing was ever the same. Under the hood? A thundering 400 cubic inch big block V8 that could launch you from zero to legend in seconds. With up to 360 horsepower and torque that could melt tires, the 67 GTO was a force of nature, raw, unfiltered, and unapologetically American. But performance wasn't the only thing that set it apart. The styling was aggressive and bold, from the split grille and stacked headlights to the wide stance and subtle scoops, it looked ready to brawl. This wasn't a car for the timid. It was for drivers who wanted to dominate every streetlight drag and leave a cloud of burnt rubber behind. It was rebellious. It was loud. It was cool. The 67 GTO wasn't just fast, it had attitude. It captured the spirit of an entire generation that craved power, freedom, and a little bit of danger. Even today, the GOAT is revered as one of the undisputed kings of muscle, and rightly so. Speaking of muscle, let's not forget the legend that broke all the rules, the 1965 Shelby Cobra. This wasn't just a car, it was a weapon on wheels. When American racing icon Carroll Shelby took a lightweight British AC Roadster and dropped a fire-breathing Ford V8 under the hood, the result was nothing short of revolutionary. The Cobra wasn't built for comfort. It wasn't built for cruising. It was built to destroy everything in its path, from European race circuits to American highways. With its impossibly light frame and brutal acceleration, this machine could go from 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds, in the mid-60s. That was practically unheard of. And the sound? That deep, thunderous growl coming from its side exit exhausts was like music to any gearhead's ears, announcing its presence long before it ever appeared in your rearview. But it wasn't just fast, it was beautiful. With its wide fenders, low profile, and race-bred curves, the Cobra looked as fierce as it performed. And because of its limited production and racing pedigree, the 1965 Shelby Cobra has become one of the most valuable and sought-after collector cars in the world today. It wasn't just a car, it was Carroll Shelby's declaration to the world that American power could go toe-to-toe with Europe's best, and win. Not every car from the 60s was built to tear up the drag strip, some were designed to glide in absolute style. Enter the 1964 Chrysler 300K, a car that proved you could have elegance, power, and comfort all in one sleek package. Nicknamed the gentleman's muscle car, the 300K was more than just a ride, it was a rolling statement of success. From the moment you stepped inside, it wrapped you in luxury, with plush bucket seats, real wood trim, and a dashboard that looked like it belonged in a private jet. Everything about the 300K whispered class. But don't let the luxury fool you, under the hood was a 413 cubic inch V8 engine capable of pumping out 360 horsepower. It had all the performance you could want, just dressed in a tailored suit. This wasn't a car for street racers, it was for power players. CEOs. Jazz musicians. Hollywood elites. It cruised, it purred, and when you pressed the pedal, it roared. And thanks to Chrysler's precision engineering, the ride was smooth as silk, whether you were carving down highways or rolling through downtown in style. The 1964 Chrysler 300K wasn't just transportation, it was an experience. A lifestyle. A symbol that you'd made it. And in an era obsessed with horsepower, the 300K proved that refined power could be just as unforgettable. Of course, no list would be complete without the 1969 Dodge Charger, a true American icon. Thanks to its starring role in movies like The Dukes of Hazzard, the Charger became synonymous with rebellion and speed. With its signature bold lines and powerful engine, it was built for those who wanted to make a statement on and off the track. So, what makes these cars so special? It's not just their speed, performance, or looks. It's the legacy they've left behind. Each one of these models helped define American automotive culture during the 1960s, and they've influenced generations of car enthusiasts ever since. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite 1960s American classic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on more car history content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.